But she was frustrating to you.
A couple times she was, but not that morning.
And it's not like you punched her in the face. It's not like you took a knife and slit her. It's not like you tied her up and put her in a cage like some people do. You shook her. Okay. I just got some bad news here, okay? Sophie is dead. Okay? She is dead, honey. My corporal just told me.
Jennifer Medzie, now 24, was convicted of fatally battering her live-in boyfriend's daughter in Clearfield County in November 2013. Medical investigators determined the child, Sophia Hoffman-Lauder, died from brain trauma typical in shaken baby syndrome. It resulted in her death days later at the Children's Hospital in Pittsburgh. President Judge Emeritus John Bender noted in the state court's opinion denying Medzie's appeal.
It's just a reaction that you do. You know, when you really don't want to harm, but you've lost your temper, you've lost yourself, and you do stuff, you know, and it sounds like you made some mistakes here, am I right?
Just them 2 times, but that was it.
So you'd be willing to take the polygraph? No.
Oh, not now, but I'll...
About the morning that this happened.
In November 2024, in a trailer in Pittsburgh, Sophie, a young child, was found unresponsive, exhibiting symptoms of shaken baby syndrome, including black eyes and seizures. Initial discovery occurred on a morning when Jen, an 18-year-old living with Sophie's father Cody, noticed Sophie go limp. Medical reports confirmed severe trauma leading to Sophie's death. The investigation focused on Jen and Cody, with Jen admitting to shaking Sophie twice in October due to frustration from caregiving and Cody's neglectful drug-fueled behavior. Cody was also rough, reportedly throwing Sophie onto a potty chair and smacking her. No direct victim testimony exists due to Sophie's death, but Jen's confession and descriptions of Cody's actions suggest both contributed to the crime. The investigation continues with forensic analysis to confirm the cause and extent of Sophie's injuries.
How did you feel about that? How did that make you feel whenever you moved in? Were you happy or?
It felt kind of homey, but then it's like, I don't know how to cook.
You know what? I have that same problem. I don't know how to cook either.
And Cody's like, don't make me something to eat. And I'm like, I don't know how to make mac and cheese, but I'll try.
How about, did you make that place your own? Did you make it homey or is it still kind of male-ish?
As the questioning began in Pittsburgh about Sophie's condition, investigators learned that Jen moved into Cody's trailer in September to care for his daughter. By October, Sophie's potty training struggles and the chaotic home environment were clear. Cody's rough discipline, smacking Sophie and leaving handprint injuries and black eyes, raised red flags. Though overwhelmed, Jen returned out of attachment and denied any mistreatment amid growing concerns.
No, we don't want no kids.
Doesn't she?
She said, I don't want no kids with Brandon anyway.
Okay. All right. You're going, everything's going okay? You like living with Cody? Is he nice to you?
Yeah, except whenever he would do drugs, then it's like nodding out, not talking. It's like, I'm here, talk to me, do something.
Okay, so what were some of the drugs he'd do?
He would just take, they were like pain pills or something like that, and then make him sweat and nod out. And
where did he get these at, do you know?
His brothers.
His brother, Brandon. Okay. Did you do any other type of drugs while you were there?
Did I do any? Or
No, did he?
Oh, no. It was like, there was one with a V, it was like Vicodin or something, and then like Percocet.
Okay. You never took one just to see how it feels?
No, I don't want to. It's like, oh.
Has he ever moved anybody in before?
Yeah.
Okay, so you move in, he's doing drugs occasionally, snorting pain pills that he gets from his brother, right?
Yeah, which they get from somewhere else. I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't care about that. And that makes him nod off. Does it make him anything else besides kind of sleepy?
Just sweaty and falls asleep and the sweat, like I'll be like laying on his leg and sweat will just drip on me and I'm like trying to sleep. I'm like, this is gross.
Worthless, and he's worthless when he takes that type of stuff, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay. When does he normally take it?
Every Saturday whenever he goes down to his brother's to work. They cut trees down because they have a wood burner.
Okay. Did he ever do anything that you think was a little bit overboard?
Whenever he smacked us one time and he left his handprint on her, I thought that was a little.
On her, you said
It was like this. It was like big fingers though.
Did she have clothes on or a diaper?
Ow.
Okay. And did you feel bad when you saw that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, you left a handprint. He's like, well, she has to learn. I'm like, okay, you don't have to smack her that hard.
Okay.
In November, Sophie shows signs of a head cold and black eyes, intensifying scrutiny. Jen describes Cody's aggression like throwing Sophie onto a potty chair. She admits to shaking Sophie twice in October, out of frustration, expressing deep guilt. The investigator presses Jen about the morning Sophie went limp, suspecting shaken baby syndrome, but Jen denies any actions that day, blaming Cody's behavior for her stress.
Okay, so we're into early November. Okay, how's your relationship with Cody still good? Or are you thinking about, man, I made a mistake? Is that crossing your mind at all? When does that? I know it crossed your mind. When does it cross your mind? Let me ask you that.
Middle of October.
Okay, it didn't take you long, did it,
No.
to realize it?
Because I went home in like October and I felt bad because I wanted to go back, but then it's like.
How was your feelings with that? I mean, that's hard, especially if she's in the picture somewhat. That even makes it worse, you know?
Well, I didn't want Cody bringing in another girl and her getting confused, so it's like.
But
I want to go back.
I mean, would it have bothered you to leave Soph? Soph was safe with him, right? It wouldn't have bothered you to walk away. I know maybe Cody because you love him, but Soph, could you kind of walk away from her? Knowing she has a good home.
Well, no, she has a good home, but I didn't really want to walk away from both of them.
Okay. Who do you love more? Be honest.
No.
Who? Cody, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's okay. Be truthful with me, okay? I don't blame you for that, okay? And you're 18 and you shouldn't be a mother yet. You know?
He's like, let's have a family, let's
Yeah.
have a baby, and I'm like,
Yeah, see how that works,
I'm like,
right?
oh.
Right, so that's kind of, I just want you to be honest with me because I would be the same way. I wouldn't be able to take that all in. That'd be a lot for me. So, okay, so where are we? We're in November and today's the 18th. So let's go back to, she's developing a head cold. That's what Graham says, or stepmom, because of the black eyes, right? When does she start other symptoms that you think, okay, maybe she is getting sick? Okay, so you tell her to go pee, she starts flipping out, and then he wakes up, and what's he do?
Starts yelling at her, and he turns up the TV because she's crying so much, and he can't hear it.
Okay. And then what do you do?
I just sit there, and I just wait till she says she's done.
Okay. Did she go pee?
I don't think so.
Okay, so she never said she was done?
Cody picked her up and he smacked her butt a couple times and like forced her to sit back down pretty much.
How did you force her?
He picked her up, smacked her butt, and then just like threw her back down on her potty.
And that's going to make her cry more, am I right?
Yeah, she
Okay.
did.
And then what happened? So you go, when do you go out to Pittsburgh and who do you go out with?
I went with Cody, and it was right after we were done talking to the police.
Okay, Clearfield.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he thought CYS was going to come to the house.
Okay. So you're out in Pittsburgh. So you and Cody are going out to Pittsburgh. Wait, you go back, he showers, hides his knives and his drugs. And does he say anything else to you? Does he? Okay.
Water would help or what? But he's
Okay.
like, just fill everything up with water that you can find.
Okay. What do you think happened? What do you think happened this thing?
No, I have no idea. I just thought it was sick.
Do you think she's sick? Well, we know it's not. We know that. We talked about that. We know that's not. It's not because she has a sickness. I mean, there's several other experts that are looking at her, and I wish I could tell you it was a sickness, but it's not, hon. It was an act by an adult. Okay. It was somebody shaking her of some sort. Okay. Okay.
And it's like, okay.
Wow, that's pretty lethal words, huh?
He would say that even if she was sitting right there because she'd cry.
Okay. Okay. I noticed this time when we went over everything that you left out something. Okay. You told me about Cody when she was crying, and I don't remember, off the top of my head, I don't remember what night it was, when he shoved the blanket in her face.
Yeah, he did that.
When was that?
I think it was Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm not exactly.
What? Okay.
Because she was crying and he just sat her on the chair and he shoved the blanket in her face.
Okay. Was it the same night that she had trouble potty? She was just crying when she was potty trained, or was this a different night?
I'm pretty sure it was a different night.
It was a different night, so the potty training was Wednesday. No. Yeah, the potty training was Wednesday, so it had to be Tuesday then, maybe, possibly, good chance. So tell me about that. Tell me about what he exactly did to her.
She was just crying, and then he put her on the chair, and the blanket was there because I had it covered up, and the dog would chew her socks.
Yeah.
And I had the blanket there, I had her covered up, and she took it off of her and to go pee, and she got back on, and she was crying, and Cody shoved the blanket in her face.
How did he do it?
He tossed it there, and he held it there for a couple seconds, and then he dropped it.
So he just kind of held it over her face. Okay, and that's it.
I thought
Okay.
maybe that would shut her up, but
Made it worse, right? So then what happens after that?
she quit crying, and I sat down with her, and I rocked a little bit, and that was it.
That was it? Okay. Well, I know Corporal McGinnis told you that.
The investigator reveals Sophie's death during the interrogation, devastating Jen, who prays for Sophie's soul. Jen insists she only shook Sophie twice in October, not on the fatal morning. Forensic tests like a bone scan are planned to uncover evidence. Jen's fear of Cody's violence and social media accusations from Kara Keepart heighten her distress while the investigator pushes for a polygraph to confirm her account.
Most likely, well, 99% sure that it happened that morning. Okay? That you were with her. All right. Be upfront with you, okay? And getting back to what I was saying before, if you lost your cool and you grabbed her by the head, versus it doesn't make you a bad person. It means you made a mistake and you did something that you wish you wouldn't have done. It doesn't make you a bad person. Okay, Jen? Just makes you human. Makes you, I made a mistake, I grabbed her a little bit hard, okay? You're not a bad person. I can tell talking to you, I've been around you about 2 days now. I can tell talking to you you're not a bad person, okay? But we all make mistakes. I told you about when I fell on the steps that time. I made a mistake. I should have been a little bit more alert when I went down the steps with my child, okay? If you made a mistake, hon, you need to tell us about it so we can help her, okay? We can get past this, okay? But if you sit here and you tell us nothing happened, it just makes you look like you intentionally wanted to harm her, okay? And I don't believe that. I don't believe you intentionally meant to harm anybody, okay? I believe you're a good person. I just believe that you made a mistake, okay, that morning, for whatever reason. Cody treats you like crap, okay? He does. I'm here to tell you, you need to get out of it, away from him, okay? I told you, a pretty girl. You don't need him, okay? He had you in that house like a hostage, okay? He didn't have you wouldn't let you drive his truck, wanted you to clean his house, clean up from his kid. The way I look at it, he's to blame for this, okay? I do. He pushed you into this. You know what I mean? He pushed you into taking care of this child. You're 18 years old. You have your whole life ahead of you. Why do you have to take care of his stuff? Why do you have to scratch his back at night? You know what I mean? Or rub his back, whatever the hell. Pisses me off just talking about it, So if you lost your cool and you did something that, you didn't mean to do, we need to know that, okay?
Normally, if I lose my cool or whatever, I just go back to the bedroom and I just
But
sit there.
But haven't you ever lost your cool and just grabbed her and said, "The face of it"? If you did,
I just yell at her.
you never grabbed her by her hand. You never did that. You never grabbed her and said, "Pay attention to me. Pee in that potty." I'd be so pissed that I was in that situation to begin with. If you did it, we need to know that, okay?
Normally, I just spin around, and because she doesn't like being thrown up in the air, and I just spin around with her, but I didn't spin around with her that morning. But I normally do that, or I give her a piggyback ride, or
Give me this, okay? You have to get pissed off once in your life, right? If you're a female, right? I know I have it in me. I know how we're built, right? We get pissed, and we do. I am a reactor. I kind of, I react and then I go back and I'm sorry for the stuff I've done, okay? And, if you're anything like me, that's how I am. I do something that I regret, I'm sorry, la la la, let's move on. Are you that type of person? Do you ever do stuff that you wish you could take back? You wish,
Yeah.
it happens, right? Right? I mean, I can understand. I can really understand why you did this, okay?
Did what?
Why you would grab her.
But I didn't grab her.
Are you 100% certain you didn't, hon? Because I'm telling you, if you did, this is the opportunity to tell us, okay? If you grabbed her, if there was an accident of any sort and you're afraid to tell because this is a little wacky, you know what I mean? She can go off the deep end.
Everybody says that she's dizzy B.
Yeah.
I really don't want to swear.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. But if you are, I mean, if you're afraid to tell me because of that family, we'll help you, okay? If you did something, we'll help you, okay? Because I know mistakes happen. Like I said, it's not like you're out there trying to kill anybody. You know what I'm saying? You're not, don't pull a trigger and put it to somebody's head. You're not a bad person. Am I right? You're not a bad person, are you?
Oh, no.
You make mistakes, though. Did you do something? You made a little mistake? How about that morning? How about that morning? I mean, are you being 100% honest with what happened that morning? On a scale of 1.
Unless she did something whenever I had my back to her.
Well, it's nothing, like I said, it would be something substantial. It would be like, she was on the counter and fell. You know what I mean? Did she crawl up there and fall that morning? And you're afraid
she
to say?
can't get on the counter.
Okay. Is there any high place where you don't want to tell us because you're afraid that, God, I'll be in trouble because I wasn't washing her properly, because you went and took a shower because you never get a chance to take a shower,
I never get to take a shower.
Yeah,
But I always try whenever she takes a nap.
Did you ever fall? Did you fall when you were carrying her that morning? Like I told you about what I did that one morning?
I put her down so she could walk.
Okay.
I don't know if I picked her up and I jerked her too hard.
What did?
Put her down.
No, how hard would you have jerked her?
Not hard.
Okay.
So
were you saying,
No, no.
Okay. Well, how did?
I would have just picked her up and pulled her over. And I had play with a snap back, but I don't remember doing that. But nothing happened.
No, then what? Why would you not take the phone?
It's just I want everything to calm down. I go on Facebook and Kara Kephart is accusing me of everything.
Kara Kephart? If it's the same Kara Kephart I know, I won't worry about anything she says. You know that?
I know she stole stuff from me before.
Yeah, you know what type of person she is. You're not a thief, are you? Okay, but I'm here to tell you, hon, if you made a mistake, I'm the person you want to tell, okay? I think I know you. I think we have some type of connection here. Did you do anything that you're thinking, oh man, I'm the one. I might be the one.
Sometimes she'd get up so she can go to the bathroom. I'd always tap her butt.
What's the worst thing you've ever done to her?
Smacked her butt.
Okay.
With her fingers.
Did you ever grab her by your head? Did you ever? Tell her, listen to me, Sophia. Never grabbed her by her shoulders.
I always pick her up right here and I just spin her around.
So what happened to her? Why won't you take this? Huh?
There's just so much going on.
But do you know how that makes you look? It makes you look like you're hiding something. Maybe not that you didn't do it. Maybe you don't know if you did it because you're thinking, oh my God, I remember that time that happened and I don't know if that would have been the cause. And if that's it, then please tell me. And let's decide if that was the cause of why she's sick.
I don't know if Cody slammed her down whenever he put her in her pack and play, and then if she fell whenever I wasn't paying attention.
Anything that Cody did, do you think he caused that injury?
He might have, but I have no idea.
What comes to your mind? Any of his actions?
Whenever she was crying, he had her up like this, and he was smacking her butt, and
how hard was he smacking her?
It was pretty hard. Even with her crying, you could still hear it. And she was.
Was he going like this, or was he going?
It was hard.
When he threw her down on the potty chair, what was that? Would you consider that violent, or would you consider it?
It seemed rough.
Just rough, okay.
Not like gently sitting down. He like
Okay.
forced her to sit down.
But they're saying it happened, there's a 99% chance it happened that morning. So what happened that morning that could have put her in that like comatose state, or that, that's snoring?
Unless she fell whenever I was
Did
in
she?
pain.
And you're afraid to tell us?
She could have, because she always puts her feet underneath the rug.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell her not to, because if she tries to stand up, she'll go forward and hit her head off the coffee table.
But she didn't?
Not that I'm aware of.
Are you concerned about Soph? And it's like, your body doesn't know how to survive. And what I mean by that, or let me put it to you this way. Your body's looking for a way to survive. You know what I mean? Because you're put under this pressure, and you don't want to leave because you love them, but you can't survive under this. So it's kind of like being on a drug or something. You do stuff you wouldn't normally do. Just like I'm sure Cody does stuff when he's on drugs that he wouldn't normally do, right? It just happens. And if that's the case, you need to let us know that. We can get you out of that environment, Make mistakes, is what I'm saying. Great people make mistakes. It doesn't make you a bad person. That one mistake you made doesn't define who you are, okay? If you learn from it and you don't do it again, you can come back from that, okay? But I don't want you, that's one thing I don't want you to do, is walk around, with this. If you did something, hon, you don't need to take this test if you did something. Just tell us, Wipe it clean here. Let's get it out. Let's throw it all up. You'll feel better, I guarantee it. So what happened, And what? You just shook her a little bit? If you did it, you did it, hon. I know you did. It's written all over your face. How many times did you do it? Huh?
Not a lot.
Okay. You did it that morning, though, right?
No, that morning.
You did it the night before? When did you do it?
It was a while ago.
Okay. Well, tell me about it.
She just wouldn't quit crying, and just went like that just once, and I felt horrible.
Okay. Did you
And I'm like, oh my God, I just kept saying, I'm sorry.
Okay. You knew you did it, huh? You knew it was wrong. Okay. How long
And
ago?
then I just started, beating myself up, because I felt so bad for just doing it. It wasn't even hard, but I just felt so bad.
You did it that morning, though. Be honest. You did it that morning, just one time. Be honest, Jen. You're being honest now, right?
Yeah, but I didn't do it that morning.
When was the last time you did it?
It was maybe a month ago. Because she's been good.
Where was it at?
In Cody's house. In the living room.
Was it just you and her?
Yeah.
Okay. What were you holding her? Was she on the couch? Were you bed?
We were on the chair.
Okay. Did you grab her by her head?
No.
How'd you grab her?
Just under the armpits.
What did you do?
I just like that, and then that was.
Did you go like this?
No, it wasn't like multiple times. It was just.
One time. How hard was it?
It wasn't that hard.
What was she doing?
She cried. She was
And you
crying.
couldn't stop her, right? Okay. Is that
That was just. That was it.
You never did it after that because she continued to cry just like that Tuesday you said about Cody losing his temper.
Yeah, he lost it pretty bad.
So let's be honest here. That's the first time you told me that you've ever, snatched her like that, right?
That was the only time that.
Okay. How can I be 100% certain of that? If you did it once, it can happen again because you're still in that
I felt so
environment.
bad for doing it. I just couldn't.
But
do it
honey,
again.
you are not under normal circumstances. You're under a lot of pressure, okay? And that morning, I'm telling you, you did it. If you did it that before, you did it that morning. Don't sit here and tell me you didn't, okay?
Yeah, but I didn't shake her that morning.
What did you do to her though?
I didn't do anything.
Did you shake her that night before?
No.
You shake her that Wednesday when she peed on her plate and was crying and he took her back?
Unless he slammed her down, that's the only thing I can think of. Because he said, "You're not moving until you're done crying."
Okay, let me ask you this. Why won't you, the truth now, no more lies, okay? Are you going to be honest with me?
Yeah.
Okay, why won't you take this test?
Because there's just so much going on. It's the only reason.
Not because you knew you shook her before. That had nothing to, be honest with me, that had nothing to do with it? Jen, why won't you take this test?
Because there's just so much going on.
Jen, there's only one reason why you won't take this test, because you know the truth. You know that you'll fail it. You know it in your heart of hearts.
I know I won't fail, but there's just so much going on. And then getting on Facebook and seeing Kara just...
What you did to the baby so we can get it help, so we can help it, okay?
I didn't hurt her, though. Not that morning.
Okay,
Not that week, not the week before, or
so what month are we,
that.
what month are we talking about, hon?
October.
October. It happened more than once, but we agreed.
It was just that one time.
It happened more than once, am I right? It didn't happen 10 times, but it's happened more than once, am I right?
Maybe like twice, but that was it.
Okay. When would you snatch her? Like, when would you do that?
The one time it was whenever she was crying, and the next time was whenever she peed in her bowl up.
Okay.
But I never shook her in November.
But you did it twice in October. And you told me about the one time, right? You said she was in the chair?
In the rocking chair.
In the rocking chair. So do you lean down and do it, or how do you do it?
She was just sitting there, and I took her by her back and the front and just went.
So you went like this shoulder. You didn't grab her by her shoulders. You took her back and front. Okay. How many times did you do that?
Just once.
Just once. And what did she do when you did that?
She just cried, but then she quit.
And you felt bad?
And I kept saying, I'm sorry, so.
Okay.
And then she looked out for a nap, and I went back to the bedroom, and then I started bawling, and I just kept beating myself up, because it's like, why in the world did I do that to a little kid? Like,
okay.
And then I started doing it to myself.
Shaking yourself or beating yourself up?
Beating myself up.
Okay. Because you're in a bad place, aren't you, right now? Right then, you were.
Yeah, I didn't even know what to do. It's like I needed one of those stress balls, and I just took my face and I just made it a stress ball, and I started squeezing it.
You need it out of there, honey. You need it out of there. You needed to get the hell out of there. And you didn't know how to do it.
I was
You were
afraid
acting
Cody
out.
was going to kill me.
Okay.
As soon as it was, because I could have swore that one day he was going to come in and just strangle me.
Okay. So you do it in October. Is it the beginning? Is it when you first moved, after you first moved in there?
It was like the second week.
Okay. And then when does it happen again? She pees in her pull-up?
Like a week or two after.
Okay. And where are you guys at?
Or at Cody's.
Okay. And who's all there?
It was just me.
You and her, you'll have to take care of her again.
That's every day.
Okay. And then what happened? So how did that work? Was it on the chair? Was it?
I was holding her.
You were holding her
But that was
like this? Were you standing up? Or?
Yeah.
And so she peed her pull-up. You're upset with her, right? And so how do you do it? What do you do?
I just did it once, not just one time.
Back and forth. Okay.
Like, I wouldn't do it a million times. I just do it once. I don't want to do it a million times and her neck snap or something.
Okay. Okay, now be honest with me. Did you do it any time after that?
No, just them 2 times. That was it.
No time in November?
No.
And nothing that morning?
No.
Did you even do once that morning? Did she upset you in any way that morning? Okay.
Unless, like, the dog tripped her.
And we know it's from,
But No.
Remember what I told you, it's not from her falling. It's from her her head going back and forth, okay? From the shaking. Okay?
Is there any way, like, that could happen from her, like, having one of them tantrum fits? Or no?
No.
Because
No.
she apparently she had them pretty bad.
Yeah, no, hon. No.
But I didn't touch her that morning just
Oh.
to change her.
A lot of times, whenever people have had enough, and you were in that position, you were in that predicament, it sounds like a lot almost every day,
It was every
you
day.
needed to walk away from that situation. You didn't want to walk away because you're torn between you love this man, you want to be with him, you want to do everything he says, but it's too much for you. Am I right? It's too much for you. So a lot of times when people are in positions like that, that's what they do because they don't want to hit the kid, God forbid you punch a kid. You don't want to throw it into the wall or anything, and you just, it's just a reaction. It's just a reaction that you do, when you really don't want to harm, but you've lost your temper, you've lost yourself, and you do stuff, and it sounds like you made some mistakes here. Am I right?
Just them 2 times, but that was it.
No, I want you to be perfectly honest with me. Is that why you won't take this test? Because of those 2 times?
That was the main reason.
Okay, why didn't you tell me that?
I was afraid.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay. If I tested you on specifically, if you shook her more than twice, how would you do on that test? Could it have been 3 times? Could it have been 3 times?
I'm pretty sure I'm counting correctly that it was just twice.
Is there any way there could have been more than twice? Is there any way? Because you would know, because when you did it, you felt bad about it, right? You punished yourself when you felt, right?
Yeah, I wanted to push my eyeballs in.
Right. So you would know if you did this more than twice. So is there any chance? Now I'm telling you, because if you do take a test on that, and I say you could shake her more than on 2 occasions, on 2 incidents, would you pass that test? Would you pass the test on if I tested you? Did you do anything to her that morning?
Yeah, I passed. I didn't do anything to her.
Let me ask you this: on those 2 times where you did shake her, was it in the morning when she first got up?
No, it was
No.
like afternoon.
Okay. Afternoon, like after her nap, or?
It'd be like right before her nap.
Okay, so the time when,
It'd be like 11.
okay, so the time in the chair, it would have been before her nap. Okay, and that was just because she was crying for no reason, right? And then the second time, you said it was about a week later?
Week or 2.
Week or 2 later?
Because I left a week.
You left a week. Come back, so you did one before you left, am I right?
I wasn't planning on leaving, but
He-
Cody was just driving me insane more than anything.
Okay, so it happened a week, it happened before you left, and then the second time happened when? Before you left or after you left and came back?
When I came back.
Okay, so you knew it was too much for you, am I right?
Yeah, but I just couldn't let him go.
Okay, so you came back, but it was still too much for you, wasn't it?
I should have just stayed home, but I'm like, Cody, I want to come back. And he's like, well, I'll come get you Friday from school. I'm like, no, go to my mom's and pick me up, and that was it.
Okay, so all that, now let's just get this straight. All that crap about you being nervous, not wanting to take, that's all crap. We're agreed upon that, right? About the
Well,
polygraphs. Like yesterday you want to take it because you said you never took one. That's all crap.
I never took one.
Well, I know, but that's a good thing. But that was all crap, right? You didn't want to take one because you knew that you shook the baby, right? Or in October.
In October, but
Yeah.
never now.
Never now.
This month. or
Okay.
anything.
You're certain it never occurred in November. So if I were to ask you on the test, did you ever shake that baby in November? Would you be willing to take that test?
Like right now?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't really want to take it now, but
Why?
I don't know.
Because you shook her in November, right?
I didn't shake her in November. It's just,
Look at me now.
that's just,
You shook her in November, didn't you?
No.
Are you 100% certain of that?
Yeah.
Because every time you lie to me, you go like this, and that's what you're doing right now, okay? Did you shake her in November?
No.
Okay, did you shake her that morning?
No.
Are you 100% certain of that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, are you 100% certain you only shook her twice?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was in October. That was it.
And one was before you left, and then one was after you returned?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you did to her while you were watching her?
Just smacked her butt. That was it.
Okay, is there a reason why you never mentioned any of that before? About you shaking her before?
No, I was just afraid.
Yesterday you were afraid? Okay. So you'd be willing to take the polygraph? No.
Oh, not now. But is there
About the morning that this happened. About the morning that this happened, would you be willing to be polygraphed on the morning this happened?
Like right now? Or no?
No, on another date.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think your actions caused any of her illness? Because
I have no idea.
Because I'm here to tell you, she started getting a little bit strange, the black eyes and stuff after you arrived. And the shaking, that's a symptom, okay? Black eyes.
They said it was a disease.
Well, I'm here to tell you,
But-
and it can all be caused by shaken baby too, okay?
Oh, I didn't know, because they kept saying it could be, what kind of disease? I don't know. Oh, God. I know there was something about hepatitis C.
Okay, let me ask you this. And I go back to this bone scan thing. Are your fingerprints going to be at all in her bones, in her soft bones, in her arms or in her head from that morning? Because it's going to be there. If you did something that morning, it's definitely going to be in there. I guarantee it. You know what I mean? So are you 100% certain you didn't grab her head, you didn't grab her arms that morning?
I didn't grab her head or her arms. The only time that I'd take her arm was to put her arm into her arm sleeve.
How about this? Did you do any of that morning? Did you grab her core, like underneath here, and do this that morning? Your fingerprints will not be in there from that morning. Okay? 100% certain of that.
Yeah.
The investigator urges Jen to take a polygraph, suggesting her refusal implies guilt. Jen, admitting to 2 October shakings, denies November incidents, citing fear of Cody and social pressures. She agrees to a future polygraph, but hesitates, citing hunger and exhaustion. The investigator stresses Sophie's death, urging full honesty. Jen maintains her story, leaving Cody's potential role unresolved as forensic tests loom.
Sir.
Like, she didn't even need to be born.
That's
because
right.
She didn't even ask for it.
That's right. And look at her now, you know? Cody doesn't want her, right?
You'd always tell me.
And he brought you in to take care of her. And there you, like I said, you're 18 years old. I don't know what I would do in your position. I'm telling you. What happened? There had to be more than what you're telling me.
That was only 2 times, and she was always so good. She was good that morning.
But she was frustrating to you.
A couple times she was, but
Yeah.
not that morning.
And it's not like you punched her in the face. It's not like you took a knife and slit her. It's not like you tied her up and put her in a cage like some people do. You shook her. Yeah, some people do that. Yeah, believe me, I've been on cases like that, okay? You shook her, okay?
I didn't touch her that morning.
No. I'm talking about, that's what you did when you were frustrated. That's what I'm saying. Okay?
Yeah, and then I'd go beat myself up and
Right.
try and push
How many
my
times did you
beat?
beat yourself up over what you did to her?
Twice, and then there'd be Cody, and then just him on top of it, making me do everything. I'd just have to get up and go back to the bedroom and beat myself up some more.
When you shook her, did you have any idea what damage you could cause to her? I mean, did you really know? No. Did you?
Yeah, I didn't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm not.
Right.
I had no idea. I know I did in health class.
Mm-hmm.
There,
You remember
we-
shaking baby in house class?
Yeah, that's what me and my friend Tiffany did. We did like SDS or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And they're like, oh, well, what's that mean? And we're like looking at each other like we don't know
Yeah.
when we should have known.
All right. I mean, you got to understand the position we're in. We're trying to find out. It makes a difference if it's twice, or 10 times.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Did you shake her more than 10 times?
No.
Did you shake her more than 8 times?
No.
Did you shake her more than once?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you shake her more than 7 times?
No.
Did you shake her more than twice?
No.
100% sure of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just 2 times.
2 times. Could one time been in November versus October? Because, I mean, I feel like we're getting to the truth here. I don't, there's still, I think, some stuff you're afraid to tell me. You don't trust me, obviously, all the way. And I understand that. I don't blame you, But, I feel like you're still withholding some information. I get that feeling from you. Am I right?
No, I'm not holding anything. And like I just laid them 2 things out.
So you could pass this polygraph now.
Yeah.
Yeah. You willing to take a test? So you're being neglected yourself. Not only is Soph, but you are, from Cody. Am I right? Treated you like, I don't know, might treat his dog a little bit better.
Paisley's like, you don't want to end up in that closet because that's where she was at. And she's like, I thought that was the last thing I was going to see. She's like, don't back up into that closet. It's like, where else am I supposed to go?
Yeah. I'm going to ask you something point blank here, okay? Do you feel responsible for her, where she is right now?
Yeah, because I feel like I should have called 911 first. But the chaplain dude over in Clearfield said that I did everything right because that's what I was told to do, was to call DIS if I needed anything or if anything happened.
Okay, do you think your shaking put her in this, where she is now?
I don't know. Since it was a month ago, I don't see how it could still do that from a month from
I
now.
don't know. That's something to be determined yet, okay?
But like, I don't know what Cody did when she was born.
But you never saw him shake her, did you? You saw him be a little rough.
Yeah, but it kind of sounded like he threw her in her pack and play. It sounded like a little thud.
Okay.
But I have no idea. And then he slammed the door and he was just frustrated about all that. And I just sat there and quiet. So I'm like, I don't want you yelling at me, so I'll just be quiet.
Okay. So the 2 times you shook her, it was only you and her, it was during the day. And you're stuck at home with her, confined in that trailer, am I right?
I would have took her outside, but she was always sick.
Mm-hmm.
When it snowed, I wanted to take her outside and see what she would do.
Is there anything else you want to say about this? I know you're hungry and you asked to go home.
There's nothing else. Like, if I could think of anything else, like if Cody was being rough with her or anything, like would I be able to call? Or would I?
Well, you would remember, right? You would have remembered. And you know what? I mean, I want to be frank with you. That the 2 times you shook her might be the reason why she's in the hospital. Okay? Absolutely, maybe. That may be all it was. Can't shake a baby. Just can't do it. She's a tiny little thing. You're a tiny thing, but she's a lot tinier than you.
Yeah, I would always save all the food for her because I felt bad.
Yeah.
If I ate it, like
That's why I said you're not.
Gushers, and that'd be it that I would eat.
Jen, you are not. Like I said, I feel like you made a couple mistakes here, but you didn't mean to hurt her. Am I right? Am I right in that? Yeah. Okay.
It seems like Cody would.
Did anybody ever see you do that to her? Is Cody ever going to tell us I mean, you told me, you walked me through everything. Is Cody going to tell us anything different?
He should say the same stuff unless he brings some lie into it, just like that argument. I don't know where the argument came from down there, because I didn't talk to anybody.
Okay.
And the social worker just said that there was tension.
Mm-hmm.
And then Trooper Jones said about an argument. I was dumbfounded. I was lost.
Okay. Okay, let me, is it okay if I still talk to you, or, okay. Let me ask you this, since she started getting sick, unfortunately, when you moved in, okay, there's some, she started getting the black eyes and stuff, and like I said, that's an indicator of shaking a baby, okay? I mean, so you can see there's a correlation, there's a, something, okay, you move in, baby starts getting sick, okay? You see some type of, okay, there's something going on here, maybe with Jen, you see that? Okay, so, and you told me you did it twice, okay, but is there any outside chance that you did it more than twice?
No.
You remember specifically 2 times, and that's it? And if I were to say you did it 3 times, what would you say?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Just twice.
Just twice. And she, okay. Can I get you a drink or anything? No? Okay. All right. Okay, hon. Now, I just want to, I've asked you about shaking her that morning, but did you know how Cody sometimes throws her down? You said you threw her in her pack and played that one time. Okay. I mean, did you throw her down that morning? Were you mad at all? I mean, tell me the truth. You didn't shake her, but you did something else. Nothing that morning to trigger that event. And when I talk about that event, I'm talking about her, going limp. You were on your knees. I mean, was she, and you're like, hello, come to me. Was she a little bit out of it? And you
just whenever she had her arm, I pushed it down. That was it.
When she had her arm what?
She was trying to put her arm up through.
Yeah.
And I pushed it down.
Did you push it kind of hard?
Keep it down. Just keep it down.
Let me ask you this: Did you grab her head like this at all, ever, and shake it just a little bit? Never. Okay.
Just when I was brushing her hair, her head would jerk a little bit because she had knots in it.
She didn't have a lot of hair there, did she?
No, but there would be some knots. But
were you a little bit?
I didn't want to pull it, so I'd keep her head forced this way.
Was she crying? No.
Whenever she'd brush her teeth, I'd have to take her nose so I could get to talk.
Okay.
That was it.
But if we can go back to that morning, okay? I know, hon. I know something happened that morning. I'm not saying you shook her, okay? Something happened that morning. I'm here to tell you. I know it did. I can feel it. I can feel it. I'm telling you. What happened that morning?
Everything was normal.
Well, I'm not saying it wasn't normal. But you get her up. Is she crying at all? Okay.
She was being perfectly fine.
When you got her out of her bed, you said did you kind of snatch her?
No, not really.
Were you angry at all at Cody for the idiot he was the night before?
I was mad, but then I
okay.
it off.
So when you go pick up his child, are you like, are you? I mean, tell me the truth. It's normal.
I was a little mad, but I'm not going to really take it out on the kid.
Normally you wouldn't when you're normal Jen, but when you're under duress and stress, I think you got a little bit jerky with her that morning. Am I right? A little bit jerky, lift her up. The way you told me you lifted her out of her bed, I mean, did you jerk her around?
Unless I did it too hard and her head snapped back and...
I mean, were you pissed at all? You said you said you were mad. I mean,
that night I was mad at Cody.
Yeah. And that morning, I would still be mad. He gets up and goes to work, and guess he's stuck here with the kid again, okay? I don't even get to sleep in. It's 7:30, 6:47 in the morning. I can't even sleep in. I got to get up and take care of this kid. I'm supposed to be 18 years old. I'm supposed to be in school, enjoying my life, and I'm stuck in this trailer with a baby. that's not even mine, and it's not fair, and life's not fair to me, is it?
I wanted to go to college and become something like this, or be a
Right.
nurse or something.
And he's done this, he pulled you into this situation that you are not comfortable with. Okay? So that morning, what do you do? What happens? Did you jerk her? Did you shake her a little bit? Did you throw her down on the couch or the bed? Did you toss her head into the
No.
okay. I mean, what did you do? Did you just sit her down a little bit abruptly? I mean, honey, what happened?
Nothing. Everything was just normal. It was all fine and dandy.
But you were mad that morning, right?
Like a Cody.
Yeah.
A little bit. I was
When
like,
I'm mad at somebody, I don't take it out necessarily on the person I'm mad at. It's whoever's surrounding me at that point is going to pay the price. Okay? That's just human nature. Just like when people are mad, they come home and they kick the dog. What did the dog do? The dog didn't do anything. But that's the first person I'm going to say. That's the first thing you see in the morning, just like a dog. It's the first contact you have, and it's his kid. It's not your kid. It's his kid. And there you are, stuck in there taking care of her.
she seemed like mine.
Okay. Well, what happened that morning to trigger that event? To trigger her to go into that like seizure, that snoring type deal? Honey, it had to be something. It had to be something. It just doesn't happen. She's not sleeping all night and then wake up and go into this.
Yeah, I know.
It had to be something, I'm telling you right now. You know, was just a jerk? You know, what was it?
Unless whenever I go around with pack and play and I just did it too hard, like I wasn't even paying attention. I just did it maybe too hard.
Like what? Like show me how you did it.
Just pick her up and just yank her
Did
over.
you go like this?
I didn't slam her down.
Okay. Did you make her cry?
No, she wasn't crying at all.
Okay, but pick her up. Oh, baby again. You put her down on the ground. She followed you. She walks out ahead of you.
Yep.
She has to go. Did she go pee like she's supposed to? But you peed in her. Did that upset you again?
No, she's sick. I figured she would pee in her diaper.
That wouldn't upset you though. She's still trying to pee in her diaper, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I
and it
asked her,
stinks on top of it.
I said, did you pee in your diaper? And she said, no. I
Lied to you?
So I said, I smell it. And then I said, did you pee in your diaper? And she said, yeah. I said, there you go. I'm like, you don't need to lie.
Did you shake her at that point?
No.
You weren't mad at her for lying to you. You didn't pick her up and throw her on the couch and say, why did you lie to me? That's one of the biggest pet peeves for me is lying. You can do whatever you want, but don't lie. You know what I mean? A kid should not lie.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't want her to lie like
Right.
Cody.
That's right. You don't want her to be like Cody, right? So what happened? Did she lie to you? What did you do?
Tapped her little butt. That was it. For her to go pee. That's what I do every morning. Just two little
You
taps.
didn't kind of push her or kind of like Cody does, throw her on the seat and say, pee.
She goes for me.
Tell me the truth here, hon. What happened that morning?
Everything was fine and dandy.
And she just goes limp for no reason. I mean, you say you might take her out of the pack and play a little bit swift, but other than that, she lied to you. It doesn't upset you. You're already mad about Cody. That's not affecting you. What are you? I mean, that would affect any person. Nobody blames you, okay? Nobody. And what I mean by that is, people do stuff when they're under stressors like you are, okay? That they wouldn't normally do. I blame Cody for putting you under those stressors. I do. He took advantage of a nice girl, is what he did. Okay? And he made you do stuff you wouldn't normally do. All right? Day in and day out. What happened that morning, hon? I mean, what happened?
Nothing unless she fell whenever I was paying attention or if she hit her head off the back of a...
Remember, that's
one
not
thing,
an option. It was either a shake
I
or
don't
you
know.
abruptly, you did something with her to
Well,
cause her to go into
whenever
this convulsion, that seizure.
Did it for getting it out of her pack and play, but
Were you a
I
little
know.
bit, I mean, do you feel like you were a little bit rough with her?
I don't think I was, but
Tell me the truth.
I have no idea. It was just an everyday thing. It's just
So it's nothing
Normal.
abnormal. You go out into the living room. She's standing up. You're on your knees, or what? Take her diaper off. You smell.
she was laying down whenever I took her diaper off.
How did she get down? Did you put her down?
She lays down on her own. Because I go and get a pull up and she's already laying down waiting.
Okay. So, okay, she lies to you, right? And you say, I mean, are you talking just like you're talking to me, or were you like, so if I know you're lying, okay, I can smell it. I mean, that seems more, no, you're just like, so if I know you're not, you really like that?
I don't want to be rude to her, but that was how I said it. So if I smell it, I pointed to her too. I said, so if I smell it.
So at that point, do you put her on her potty, or does she?
She goes.
Okay. She gets done, and then what?
I asked her if she's done. She said, yeah, and then she comes over and lays back down on her own, and I put on her pull-up sweatpants and socks.
Well, you didn't get all that on her, though, did you?
Yeah, her sweatpants, pull-up, and socks, not her shirt.
Okay. She stands up for her shirt?
Yeah, and I get on my knees.
And when she's putting her arm through,
She always like forces it up through.
yeah, I know, it's not in the right hole, right?
Yeah. She always
Okay.
goes up through like right here,
Mhm.
and I have to push it back down.
Are you forceful?
No.
Do you have to grab her and hold her still at that point? Are you sure, hon?
Yeah.
It's just, there's something had to happen there, hon. And like I said, I don't think that you meant to do it. I think that you just kind of snapped in a way, came back to reality, and you're sorry for it. Am I right? I mean, I know you're sorry for about shaking her before, but I'm talking about this morning that this all happened.
But I didn't do anything.
Are you sure?
Where?
Are you sure?
Yes.
And that week of her throwing up, her throwing up all over, you never did anything? I mean, you know, the other two
I know
times.
Cody did. But whenever she wanted to quit crying, that was it.
But you said that he abruptly threw her on her potty chair, right?
Yeah, and then she went to quit crying, and then he picked her up and smacked her butt, and put a diaper on her, and put her pants back on, and threw her up over his shoulder, and took her back to bed. And he was smacking her and smacking her butt. It was like 10 times, if not more, right in a row.
And then what did he do?
I'd imagine he threw her in her bed for back and play because he was so mad.
But you never saw him shake her, right?
Right.
Okay. I mean, I want you to be able to write your book, okay? I want you to be able to tell your story, okay? And what I mean by that is, especially that morning or that week that this all, this happened where she was sick and throwing up. We've been through this. I want you to be able to tell your side of the story that, you were under stressors and you lost it for a minute, but you're not that type of person, okay? And I don't blame you. Like I said, if you did something that morning, I don't blame you. Just like I told you in October when you did those two things, I don't blame you. I just think you were to your point. You were up here with stuff and you knew it was wrong, right?
Because I beat myself up every single day.
Right. But that morning that this all happened, hon, what happened?
Nothing.
What sent her into that week?
Honestly, I don't know.
You didn't shake her at all that week.
Unless whenever, Cody threw her up over.
Mm-hmm.
If she smacked her face off his shoulder blade or what. Because Cody just had enough. what it seemed like.
Did you ever, let me ask you this, did you ever have her on the couch and go like this to her?
No.
Like, be quiet, or stop crying, or eat peanut butter, you know, when she's down? Did you ever do that? I would hope if you did something that morning, you'd tell me, and I really do. Like I said, it doesn't make much difference that morning versus, we just want to know.
A month ago.
Right. I mean, we just want to know, because if something triggered it, you know, that morning, we absolutely need to know that, you know? Just helps out in every way. You know, we want you to be honest. You know, we want you to be able to walk out of here and say, I told the whole truth, Dad. You know, I told him everything. I don't know what you told your dad at this point, if you told him that happened before. You know, did you tell him about shaking her before?
No.
Okay. But, you know, I don't know. I just want you to be able to walk out of here and have a clear conscience that you told everything that you needed to tell, that you told the whole truth, you know? I don't know. Can you do that? Can you do that, hon?
I did.
Okay. Okay. And you said you'd come back in here and
Yeah.
take it for in that morning? To talk, to specifically that morning?
Or whenever, whatever day you bring up.
Okay. Okay, you're sure in your heart of hearts, deep down in your core, okay? I don't know if you believe in God.
Yeah.
Okay. That you only shook her twice. Okay. Can you honestly say that?
Yeah.
And can you say that nothing you did that morning, you know, you weren't rough with her, you didn't throw her down, you didn't shake her in any way that morning?
I didn't do any of that.
That morning?
No.
Okay, did you do anything to harm her that morning?
Just changing her, that would harm her, but I wasn't expected to.
Okay, when she was putting her arm through the hole, you didn't do it, you didn't do that thing that, do that?
I just pushed her arm down.
Did you pick her up by her feet, hold her upside down?
I know his brother did it down there one time, down at his, Brandon did it down there at his house one time. He held her upside down.
Okay. I mean,
And I'm not sure what day, but I know he did it.
okay. Okay. Anything else you wanna say?
Just that I'll be back in to take this
Okay, we'll be giving you.
big test thing.
Okay, for the morning of. Okay. Okay, we'll get in touch with you, okay?
Yeah.
If you think of another time that you shook her and you forgot, I want you to know that you can come in and tell me, okay? But, I mean, before you walk out here, I want to make sure we have it all, okay? Are you sure?
Just twice.
Are you 100% certain of that?
Yeah.
Okay. And you never grabbed her by her head like you grabbed her head that one time? No? You didn't grab her by her head that morning and do that when she was on the floor? Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Just even once? Did you ever do that to her? Huh? No? Grab her mouth that morning and go like that?
No.
Okay. Was she crying at all that morning?
No, she was quiet.
Okay. All right. I know you want to leave. Is there any questions you have of me? All righty. Okay. Can I take a break? Or are you okay to stay here? Or,
Yeah, I guess so.
no, it's up to you. I mean, I can't make it. You're not here. You're allowed to leave any time. It's up to you. Okay? I'm just asking you to take a break and and make sure I don't need to ask you any more questions before you leave here. Okay, I just got some bad news here, okay? Sophie is dead, okay? She is dead, honey. My corporal just told me. Yeah. She's dead, yeah.
I can't even cry. I don't have any freaking tears.
She's dead.
Oh man. Freaking sucks. I can't even cry.
Okay. Can I get you anything, hon?
I
She's
kept praying to
dead.
God that she would get better. I kept praying to my friends that died. One drowned and the other one died from cancer. And
She's in heaven now, so she's better off.
I just
Okay.
kept telling them, watch her.
Yeah. Wow. Now they can watch her up in heaven. Okay. Yeah, she's gone. Yep, she's dead.
Is there any way I can have a hug or am I not allowed?
Oh.
She was like my home. I didn't know if I was allowed, but
Want to give you tissues? You want me to get you some tissues or
I
something?
don't know, I just use my arm sleeve.
Okay.
I kept trying to read that because I was in Spanish and I
Okay.
can't even read it.
Now listen to me, okay? Do you see how important this case is now? Okay, now, we've got a baby that's dead. Sophie's dead, okay? So, I need to know what happened that morning. Okay, honey?
Everything was just normal.
You did not shake her that
No.
morning? How about you threw her down a little bit hard?
She would always lay down on her own.
Okay, but did you do anything that morning? Was she
No.
crying that morning?
No,
She never cried. Did she say anything to you that morning?
no.
Okay, because we need to find out now, okay? We're going to do that bone scan on her, and we're going to find out if there's any of your prints on her, okay? Are there going to be any of your prints on her?
There
Yeah.
shouldn't be. No.
I mean, what would be the reasoning for it? You say no. You say you didn't shake her head, you didn't shake her arms, you didn't go like this to her. So there's any reason why any of that stuff would be on her. Okay. Now, that week, did anything happen that week?
No, other than whenever Cody did that.
Okay, but did you shake her at all that week?
No.
Okay, the 2 times you shook her, you told me.
In October. That was it.
Are you sure about that? Because like I said, we're going to hook you up here in a day or so, okay? And you agreed to that still, right? So if I say, because you got to be, one thing about a polygraph, you have to be 100% certain. Like, did I shake her 2 or did I shake her 3 times? You got to know.
Yeah.
Okay, you know for a fact it was under 10. Do you know for a fact it wasn't more than 2?
Yeah.
Do you know that for a fact, hon? You know that for a fact. Do you know for a fact?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know for a fact you didn't do anything to her that morning? Okay. What did you think Soph's status was at this point? Did you have any idea?
I had no idea. No one would talk to me. No one would do anything.
All right. We need your full cooperation with what went on there, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. And we are going to be doing a lot of tests on Soph. So I know you said you shook her twice in October. We need to know if there's any other times you threw her down or, kind of threw her hard on her body. We need to know all this stuff, honey. She's dead now. We need to know, okay? So is there any other times?
No.
I feel like you want to
That's
say
true.
something else. Or am I feeling you right here, or
No, it's just them 2 times.
just those 2 times?
Unless Cody would do something to her, like if I took a nap and he'd have to watch
But
her.
you never saw him, except for that time you threw her like kind of hard on her potty, right? And then
Yeah.
took her back and smacked her. Other than that,
And that one time whenever he left his handprint on her, but that was it.
okay.
And saying that he doesn't want her and he wants to shove her back up Kinsey's crotch, and,
Yeah. Okay.
which was wrong. I mean, he made her.
How about we do Wednesday?
Okay.
How about we do, is 10 o'clock okay? Okay. I'll tell your dad, Wednesday at 10 o'clock, okay? Okay, Wednesday at 10 o'clock, all right. Okay. All right, any other questions, any concerns, or?
Oh, she was so precious.
Okay. All right, we don't have to get out of here, okay? Okay, I'll see you Wednesday then.
Jennifer Ann Medzie, 22, was found guilty of third-degree murder and multiple assault charges after a brief jury deliberation. The tragic case stemmed from the death of a young child, and Medzie is now facing up to 40 years in prison. Despite her defense, which she maintained throughout the evidence, led to her conviction. This case serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of neglect and the responsibility adults hold over vulnerable lives. If you want to understand more about the impact of such cases, don't forget to subscribe and watch the next video.